Get ready with me to work from home at our new house in Encinitas. I can't believe we're like here and somewhat settled. There's still so much to unpack, but the process is underway and I'm just like so excited to be here. If you're new here, my fiance and I just recently moved from our house in La Jolla that we absolutely loved to Encinitas. Moved over the weekend. Best part of the whole thing is that Connor was on a bachelor party all weekend and was golfing like 36 holes a day while I was deep in the trenches moving. We obviously knew that that was happening as it's his brother's bachelorette party. So like it just kind of worked out that way. And he did a lot of packing and organizing with me, obviously, before he left for the trip. But it was more emotionally taxing to do it alone than like physically taxing to do it alone. But at the same time, I feel like it was in a weird way good for me because I actually moved into that house. Connor and I were dating. Connor and I were like very off and on in the early phases of our relationship. So like I had moved in there when we were not together and I was just there like living with my roommate, and then we had gotten back together when I lived there. We had broken up when I lived there. Like we had gone back and forth in that house so many times, and that house had kind of like popped around my friend group for years, even before I had lived there. So it always had this aura of it being more my house, and not only my house but like my friend's house. Like we had done all of our like fun group celebrations there. We've had so many people's engagement parties there. Our engagement party was there. Always did friendsgivings there, like dinner parties. It was just the sickest house ever, with this massive backyard right by the beach, walking distance from Windansea. And especially when I had lived, like moved in there originally, all of my friends lived in the neighborhood, all in the same area, pretty much like walking distance to one another. So it was just this like gathering point. So because of that, so many memories and like big and little things happened at that house that was almost like harder to let go of than the house itself or the location itself. And beyond that, like I had lived in that neighborhood for 5 years. It was the only place that I've really known since I moved to San Diego. And I think that too was just kind of scary to let go of and just kind of go into more of an unknown where I feel a little bit less at ease and comfortable, just because like you get into your rhythm and your routine and things just feel so like natural. So it's weird to not have that, and definitely don't have that in Encinitas, but I'm just so excited to be here. Last night was our first official night in the house together, even though Connor got back on Sunday. This was just like so classic, one of those things I feel like we'll tell our kids and we will just never make the mistake of again. But we forgot, by we, Connor, forgot to transfer our utilities from our old house to this house. So come Sunday, our official like move-in day, I'm like, waking up, I'm setting up the kitchen, unpacking boxes, listening to music, and then all of a sudden everything just shuts off. And I texted Connor, I was like, hey, like, what's going on with the utilities? Forgot to transfer them. So had no power all day Sunday. I did have a good cry about this and a good vent session to my mom because I was like, oh my gosh, I was just like so looking forward to just like settling into the house. And I don't know, it was just a little bit of a letdown. Had a good cry, and then I feel like ultimately we laughed about it, and I just like didn't want to let it ruin the excitement of coming or like being at the new house together for the first time. So we ended up staying in a hotel our first official night in our new house right up the road, which was fine. It was just I couldn't like not have internet or lights on. It would not have been a good situation here. So stayed at a hotel and then got the power back on yesterday. So that was our first official like day/night in the house, and it was so fun. We cooked dinner, which is like just our favorite thing to do together. So we made a really good steak dinner. We grilled, we ate outside, and did a lot of unpacking. And it was just so fun. We also went down for sunset. We're trying to figure out like what our new sunset routine is, because if you follow me, you know that that's something that I literally try to do almost every day after or in between my work from home day, is to go watch the sunset. And we live really close to Swami's, and that was honestly my first time at Swami's. I lived in San Diego for 5 years. I just feel like when you're in La Jolla, you get stuck in the La Jolla bubble a little bit, and I was right up the road from Windansea, and I still think Windansea is the most amazing, beautiful beach in San Diego, and so there was just like no reason to really like venture anywhere else. Anyways, found our new sunset spot, and all I could say is we were like walking around Swami. I was just like, wow, wow, wow. Like, this is so, so nice. The couch getting delivered today, I was going back and forth for over a month on like what couch to get. And I'm so funny because I just was doing so much research and just like trying to be really intentional and figure out what the best option is, because I've honestly never bought a brand new couch in my life ever. I've always just like gotten couches off Marketplace or something, but I really wanted to buy a new couch for this place, and I wanted a specific kind of couch that's a little bit bigger where we can be a little bit more loungy and have more people on it. And so really wanted like a big L-shaped sectional. Did a lot of research on like which option would be the best. And then I just pulled the trigger randomly on Sunday on a Living Spaces couch. And I'd gone to Living Spaces twice to look at couches. I never saw this couch in person. All the other couches I saw in person, I was kind of just like iffy on or not super in love with. And then I think I was just having like decision paralysis. I like simply could not decide. And then I found this one. It had the perfect measurements. It was like a great color, had really good reviews, also some bad reviews, which I feel like you just can't be on the internet or a brand without having some horrible reviews every so often. So I don't know, bought a couch sight unseen. It gets delivered sometime this morning, hopefully not when I'm on work calls. So I'll let you guys know how the couch goes. And I told Connor, I was like, if we hate it, there's a 7-day return window. We can just send it back and then start this process all over again. But I felt like if I didn't just decide on something, I would just not order a couch. I've been having so much fun kind of like decorating everything. I've really only done this bathroom, which is going to be my bathroom, also the guest bathroom, but it's a little bit bigger, so there's plenty of space for all of my products and all of my things, and I'm just kind of like figuring out what my system is going to be. And then I think today I'm going to start working on my office, which I can't wait to show you guys. I'm so excited to have like a dedicated, like big, spacious office. So adult, like I feel very adult in this house. I will say the best part of my day, the past 2 days since living here, has been doing the dishes and running the dishwasher. As someone who lived 3+ years without a dishwasher in the tiniest little kitchen of all time, and no shade to my kitchen because I absolutely love that house in that kitchen, but it's like this tiny little galley kitchen, like no counter space whatsoever. This place, I will post a video of like dinner that we made last night. We don't even know what to do with all of the countertop space and all of our little like cabinets. Like I had walked Connor around how I'd like set everything up because I had like set up the kitchen before he had gotten back on Sunday, and he's like, so where is everything? And as I'm like showing him where I put stuff, there's like so many just completely empty cabinets. I'm like, well, I don't know what we're gonna put here because we don't have any, like we've just never had this much space. But doing the dishes, running the dishwasher, loading the dishwasher, unloading the dishwasher, I can't even describe to you how like luxurious that feels to me. I'm so excited about it. Also been like hunting on Facebook Marketplace for a couple of other things. We're buying a new dresser for our bedroom, and then we also need to get side tables for our bed because our room is big enough where we can both have a side table. We had a king bed in our previous house, and it was just like we prioritized having a king bed because I felt like that was better for my sleep and our relationship. And because of that, the room was too small to have even one side table next to it. So we haven't had side tables. I'm very excited about that. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, and then new dining chairs. I'm buying new dining chairs for our table. And then once we get our couch situation figured out, also need to buy a new coffee table, like a lot of new things. I'm trying to Facebook Marketplace where I can and then be intentional about like what new stuff that I buy. But I'll keep you guys updated. And with that, I am all ready. I have so many work meetings today, which is kind of scary because I don't have Wi-Fi. Yesterday, I was able to go to Bode and work because I didn't have Wi-Fi here yesterday either. Today, I can't really leave just because we have deliveries coming. We have our Wi-Fi coming to get set up. They were all supposed to come yesterday, but like that never happened. And then we have our couch getting delivered. So I just kind of have to like be here. So fingers crossed, my hotspot works overtime today. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions about the move, or if there's anything that you think I should share that would be like fun to watch and do together, decorating, setting things up, unpacking, which is like hard for me to film because I feel like just so chaotic, but like, I don't know if you guys can see that. I could definitely show you all the chaos that is going to be unpacking the room filled to the brim with boxes. But yeah, can't wait to bring you guys along. I'm so happy to be here. We love the house so far. It's also so much bigger than we remembered when we toured it. So we're just kind of like, whoa, we feel super adult all of a sudden. But yeah, we're super excited, super grateful, and yeah, just can't wait for the next chapter. So thanks for catching up with me. I'll talk to you guys later.